Hi, what's going on guys? It's Almond. Welcome back to another Wizard101 video. In today's video, it's going to be a follow-up video to the video I posted not too long ago talking about the top seeds you need for your garden in Wizard101. Now this video will explain how to farm all those seeds that I mentioned, just the essential ones, not really the honorable mentions, but just the essential seeds that you will most likely need. So if you do enjoy this type of content, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, all type of stuff. Join Discord. All the guides I post on my channel, all are in the Discord, so if you don't want to watch the video, you're more than welcome to join Discord. Everything's already listed in there. As well as I appreciate everyone that does leave a comment and leave a like on the video. It helps out with the algorithm tremendously. So keep doing it and it helps out a lot more than you realize. But let's start talking about the seeds before we go off track a little bit. I'll divide up this video in different categories just like how I did with my other video. So let's start off with the seeds that you'll be using for like leveling purposes and then some side things as well. First, let's start off with key limes. Now you don't have to use key limes to like start off, but key limes are also good for the shock keys whenever you have to, craft your revered ones down the line. But there's a specific spot I highly recommend that you farm these, and it's the Hobgoblin Fiends in Avalon. Now this is where I've gotten my key limes before, as well as you can even go to Mirror Lake. Now both of those options are just subjective to your own right. Do you want to do the whole dungeon or do you want to just farm a certain mob? There's plenty of other spots where key limes can be dropped. You can even buy them in the ground shop if you want to. I wouldn't recommend it, but I've gotten mine just from farming mobs in Avalon like a long time ago. But as I stated, key limes have a big drop pool with a different mobs, but this is just the one I recommend. If someone recommends you a different spot, that is completely fine, but this is what I'm going to be including in my video. And yeah, I also did mention Mirror Lake. That is an option, but just keep in mind you are doing the full dungeon, and I believe only 2 out of the 2 fights realistically drop it, and you got to do the whole dungeon at that point. So there's that. It's worth mentioning as well. Next, let's go over pink dandelions. Pink dandelions are one of my favorite seeds in the game, excluding the whole couch potatoes, even magpies or whatever. Pink dandelion is very underrated. They're good for leveling, they're a good source of reagents, and they're used for seed vaults. Perfect all-around seed. Now, pink dandelions can be literally dropped by anywhere in Krokotopia. I've mentioned this in streams multiple times. Like, when I mean literally, you can farm anyone from Krokotopia. If you look at the pool on the wiki, there's like literally almost every single Krokotopia mob listed on that pool. But let me give you the spot literally where I farmed them. My spot that I highly recommend that you farm is Biddy Narini. Biddy Narini, very easy boss, 1 round, not too big of a deal. Very good seed, like I said, to start off with. But yes, Biddy Narini has a boss and a mob. You join with some more people and you can just keep doing it that way. If you don't want to do Biddy Narini, even though that's my recommendation, go farm literally any mob in Krokotopia. It could be the Charm Slaves, it could be literally anything. Any of the Croc mobs, Mander mobs, whatever. Basically all of them drop pink dandelions. I'm just being honest, but as I said, just do Biddy Narini. Save yourself some time. Now let's move on to the mega snacks and gold sources. The highly sought after one, which is couch potatoes. Now, couch potatoes you can farm in Grizzleheim, in Mirage, in Imperia. There's so many different spots. People are always going to be like, no, this is the best spot. This is the best spot. This is the best spot. You can go to any spot realistically. You can even use the spot like in Irem Palace, which I showed where you can farm gold from like a couple of videos ago. You can even use that. But in my opinion, I think you should realistically either farm monkey spiders in Imperia, or you can even go to Mirage and farm the Gulchers. It's realistically up to you. Farm either or. It just comes down to personal preference. Now, just as well with couch potatoes, evil magma peas drop from these same exact mobs. So if you want evil magma peas as well as couch potatoes, monkey spiders or Gulchers are your best bet. Now, I wouldn't want to single evil magma peas to a certain other specific mob, because literally while I was farming couch potatoes, I've also gotten evil magma peas. So farm either the monkey spiders or the Gulchers. It is realistically up to you. They both have their own specific benefits, but if I had to choose one, if I had to lean towards one, personally monkey spiders, because I also like the jewels that I get from there. That is just for me. That is just a little bit of a subjective answer for me, but you can pick either or. As I said, there's no wrong answer here. Now let's move on to the reagent section that I brought up in my other video, talking about some seeds that you should farm for reagents. One of those was King Parsley / Ultra King Parsley. Now you can get King Parsley from multiple different bosses, as I stated, along with all these other seeds that I'm mentioning. So many sources drop them, but I'm only including the important ones in my opinion. So where I've gotten my King Parsley is Kronos in Dragonspire. Now that is a very niche spot, but yeah, that's the way I've gotten the King Parsley. Yes, I had to farm a boss over and over. Or you can just go to Mirror Lake. That is literally the other option. Over you can get your King Parsley seeds, right? That is just something you can do. First boss drops and the last boss drops, and I'm pretty sure. But you can farm those mobs or whatever, do the whole dungeon, as well. Get your 2 mega snacks for completing the dungeon. So, hey, that's how I got King Parsley. Now, Ultra King Parsley, you can literally get from King Parsley just by gardening it. But another way you can just get Ultra King Parsley, if you don't want to be gardening King Parsley, you can just get the Ultra ones, is by just doing the Exalted duels and like those type of things. I don't really mention those duels too much in my videos, but those duels literally get you your motes that you used for the Darkmoor deck. So that's one thing to consider. But hey, you can go do those not the rematches. I was about to say rematches, but you can go do the Exalted duels and you can get your Ultra King Parsley via there. It's just an option that you can do. It's realistically up to you. So if you're sitting on a bunch of duels, you can do them. Crocopatcher is an easy one. The Zeus one's still kind of annoying. Not really, but still somewhat annoying. So you can do that one too. And then there's the other ones as well, like Rattlebones and stuff. But that's how you get the Ultra ones. But like I said, if you garden King Parsley, you're going to get Ultra King Parsley. And the same thing vice versa. So you don't need too many seeds to realistically start your garden. Just start with 5, I'd say. And then over time, those will just duplicate into so many. And then as well as the other reagents, I already talked about Pink Dandelions and Evil Magma Piece, but those are a really good source of reagents, just like I stated in my other video. So there's that. And then finally, we have our honorable mention, which not really is an honorable mention, but I did include it in my seed guide, saying it's in a very important seed, which is like the school-specific Beastman seeds. Now, getting these seeds, I know a lot of people are very confused, like, can I just go out and fight bosses and stuff like that? No, you have to do the Beastman event to get these specific seeds, which I've already explained what's the benefit of these in that video. But essentially is you can get spellements, and it's specifically event spellements. And event spellements are somewhat annoying if you aren't playing the events, you know, or if you're not doing Portal Peril, you're not doing all these other events, because Portal Peril at the moment is broken. Hopefully in the future, if you're watching this video in the future, like a couple months down the line, hopefully Portal Peril fix, because that is like one of the best places to get event spellements. But yeah, you have to play Beastman, either PvE Beastman or player versus player Beastman. PvE Beastman is the one I do, which I've done on stream multiple times, and I usually play with people in chat and stuff like that whenever that's around. So hey, if you want to do that, do some Beastman. You can do PvE or PvP. It's just that sometimes it gets a little bit toxic for the PvP one. That's the only reason I don't do it. But hey, that's an option to you. But getting those seeds, you just need the little moonstone or whatever you want to call it, and use those to craft your school specific seeds. So keep that in mind. I'm not going to go too far in depth, but I've already explained it in the Beastman, not the Beastman guide, but in the seed guide. So if you wanted any more like information on these seeds, definitely go watch that video. It explains way more in depth why these seeds are on that like list and stuff like that. And that's basically it. Pretty much a short video, not too long, not like a 20-minute video, but that's how you farm all those seeds. Now, I'm not going to go too far in depth when it comes to like the other seeds, like the honorable mentions that I mentioned in that video, because they're honorable mentions for a specific reason. But if you want any of these seeds, now you guys know all the locations, where to farm, and everything like that, and it's pretty straightforward. I highly recommend that you farm all these seeds that I mentioned in this video, but at the end of the day, it is up to you as a player for you to decide for your own benefit. But this is just the information I'm giving you guys, so you guys know for whenever you guys do want to invest more into the game. So that's hence why I'm mentioning all the seeds that I mentioned in the other video. But that is it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe, all that type of stuff. Appreciate everyone that joins the Discord as well, or comments on the video, likes the video, everything like that. It helps me out tremendously, more than you guys realize. That's all you guys got to do to support the channel. It's just doing those simple things. But that is it for me, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.